Birdie and I want to go to the coffee shop. So from our starting point home, we head south on Loomis for 0.8 miles. Come here, Birdie. Good job. Here we turn east onto Broadway for 0.8 miles. Come on, Birdie. At this point, Broadway turns northeast and continues for another 1.2 miles to the coffee shop. We made it to the coffee shop. What we want to know now is how far the coffee shop is from our home and starting point. This distance here is the displacement. Here I've drawn out the path that we went on graphing paper, not to scale. We have our origin here, home. We have the distance of 0.8 miles south on Loomis. We have the distance east, 0.8 miles on Broadway, and then we have the continuance of Broadway, another 1.2 miles. Known information from the problem states that this angle here is 30 degrees. Now we want to start filling this information in and breaking it into triangles to find different lengths, so we can find this length here, the displacement. First, what I did is from the origin to this point in which Broadway turns, made a triangle. We know this is a right angle here, and we have an equilateral of two sides being the same. An equilateral right angle triangle says that these two angles here are 45 degrees each. Known information of the 30-degree angle here and the 45 degrees here of this straight line, this complete angle is 180 degrees. Subtracting 45 and 30 from 180 leaves 105 degrees for this angle here. Then we use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of this side. So we square both sides and add them together, which equals 1.28. Then we square root it to find the length of the hypotenuse of this right triangle. That equals 1.131 miles. So now that we know this length here of 1.2 miles given in the problem, we know this length here from the Pythagorean theorem, and we know this angle here from math, we can use the law of cosines to find this length here. So this length here squared equals this length squared plus this length squared minus 2 times this length times times the cosine of this angle. That equals 3.422. And we then square root it here. So we have x equals 1.8497 miles, which is this length, our displacement. We're going to round to 1.8 miles because we only want two significant figures. So our total displacement from our origin to the endpoint of the coffee shop is 1.8 miles.